Why is it so hard to make German friends? Why do I always end up socializing with other expats? Do Germans just not want to connect? This is one of the most common struggles I hear from expats even after months or sometimes years of living in Germany. So in today's video, we're going to talk honestly about why it can be difficult to connect with locals, what you need to understand about German culture, and specific things you can do to build real, lasting friendships. If you're new here, hello and herzlich willkommen. I'm Salome, a native German teacher and founder of the German Fluency Academy, where I help expats go from zero knowledge to confident and conversational in German. If you're living in Germany or planning to relocate and want to feel more integrated, confident, and connected both with the language and the people, you're in the right place. And if you're just starting out with German and don't know where to begin, I'd love to invite you to my free workshop for beginners. It's designed to give you a clear roadmap, show you what really matters when learning German, and help you start speaking with confidence, even if you're just starting out. You can sign up using the link in the description box below. Now, let's talk about how to actually make German friends as an expat. Los geht's. Let's start with something really important. The word friend, ein Freund oder eine Freundin in German, means something a lot more serious than how it's often used in other countries and cultures. In a lot of places, people use friend pretty casually, maybe for someone they just met or someone they hang out with now and then. But in Germany, friendship is a much deeper thing. It's not about small talk or instantly clicking with someone. It's something that's built slowly through trust, consistency, and shared experiences. Ein Freund in German is someone you really trust, someone who knows the real you, someone you can rely on, not just for fun, but when life gets tough. In other cultures, a friend might be, someone you grab a drink with, or a coworker you like, or even someone you just met at a party and then, added on social media afterwards. But in Germany, those people would usually be called acquaintances, also ein Bekannter or eine Bekannte. Germans also don't usually express friendship through big emotional words. Instead, it's all about showing up. They might not say, "You're my friend," but if they help you move, bring you a soup when you're sick, check in with you after a breakup, or help you clean up after a party, that's how you know they care. Actions speak louder than words. Now, I know that might sound, like a lot of effort, and it kind of is. So you might be thinking, is it really worth it? In my opinion, absolutely, because once a German lets you into their inner circle, you're in. That kind of friendship is loyal, reliable, and long-lasting, the kind you can really count on. And in today's world, where everything moves so fast and people are constantly swiping through connections, I feel like those deep, meaningful relationships are getting harder to find, and to me personally, that just makes them even more valuable. I take one solid, trustworthy friend over 10 surface level ones any day. And that actually brings me to my next point. Patience. Because friendship goes so deep here, it really does take time to build. And it's not just something expats deal with, even natives go through this. I've moved around within Germany a few times myself, and every time I had to start over and make new friends in a new place. For me, sports has always been my go-to for meeting people. I do kickboxing, and I just remember this recent experience that really put things into perspective. I train 3 to 4 times a week with the same group of people, and it honestly took almost 3 months of consistently showing up before we had any conversations beyond the workouts. No one was unfriendly, it's just how things are here. People take their time to warm up, observe, and feel comfortable. So yeah, if you feel like it's taking forever to make a connection, you're not doing anything wrong, that's just how it works. And also, you need to take the initiative. If you're waiting for a German person to come up and start chatting with you, you might be waiting for a very long time. Germans really value their privacy and personal space, so it's totally normal for people not to make the first move. It's not that they're unfriendly or don't like you, it's just that they don't want to bother anyone or come across as intrusive. So if you actually want to connect, you've got to be the one to take the first step. Say hi, ask a question, suggest having coffee together, and trust me, I get it. It's hard. As an introvert, I know how uncomfortable that can feel. I usually like to, hang back and observe, but when you're in a new place, you kind of have to go that extra mile. at least in the beginning. It might feel a bit awkward at first, but it really does open up the door to real connection. And if you're unsure about what to say or what questions to ask, I've made a whole video with practical conversation starters that you can check out next. I'll have that linked below. Common interests equals connection. I mentioned this earlier, but honestly, one of the best ways to move past small talk and actually connect with people here is through shared activities, whether that's sports, music, hiking, board games, book clubs, language exchange, meetups, or your local church community. Having something in common gives you a natural reason to keep meeting up again and again, and that's really how friendships in Germany tend to grow. If you're not sure where to start, just think about what you enjoy doing. There's probably a local group or meetup around it, and that leads me to my next point. Join a Verein. Now, this is a big one. If you really want that insider German experience, try joining a local Verein. These are clubs or associations for pretty much anything. Sports, music, art, volunteering, gardening, you name it. Vereine are a huge part of German culture. In a lot of towns, they're basically the center of community life. It's where people come together, hang out, and build long-term connections. And here's a little tip. Offer to help out at events. Whether it's setting up chairs, bringing snacks, or helping organize something, being helpful is one of the best ways to get included. Remember, actions speak louder than words. Also, learning a bit of German will definitely help, even if it's just the basics. You don't have to be fluent, but making the effort to speak a few phrases shows respect, and it can really help break the ice. Especially in smaller towns where people might feel shy about their English, even a few simple phrases in German can make a difference. If you're not sure where to start, I've got a free beginner workshop that gives you a super clear roadmap and a bunch of helpful phrases you'll actually use in real life. It's designed for total beginners, and you can sign up using the link in the description box. Trust me, it makes things so much easier when you feel a little more confident with the language. Got a dog? Even better. If you've got a dog, you're honestly already ahead. It's such an easy way to meet people here. When you're out walking, especially in parks or around your neighborhood, it naturally leads to little conversations. You start recognizing the same people, they might ask about your dog, or your dogs end up playing together, and just like that, you've broken the ice. Over time, these quick chats can turn into longer conversations, and eventually it might feel totally natural to ask if you want to grab a coffee or have lunch together. It's a super low pressure way to build connection, and it often leads to something more meaningful. I actually made a whole video for conversation starters as a dog owner, so if that's your situation, definitely check it out. I'll link it in the description box. So yeah, making friends in Germany is totally possible. It just takes a bit of patience, a little extra effort, and sometimes stepping outside your comfort zone. But if you approach it with the right mindset, you'll find that those deep and meaningful friendships are absolutely worth it. And I'd love to hear from you. What's been your experience making friends in Germany? Let me know in the comments below. What's worked for you? What's been challenging? And if you want a few helpful tips and easy German phrases to connect with your neighbors or break the ice in everyday situations, check out this video next. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next week with another German lesson for you guys. Das ist alles für heute. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss!